The 2012 spring meetings of the IMF and the World Bank are taking place against the backdrop of a timid global recovery and continued volatility in the world's financial markets. With us today to discuss the main policy decisions coming out of the meetings is Singapore's Finance Minister and Chairman of the IMF's Policy Steering Committee, Tharman Shanmugaratnam. Minister Tharman, welcome.
Thank you.
You've described the role of the IMFC as being about finding real solutions to the crisis, bringing back jobs and growth. What did you achieve today?
The main thing we achieved today was a joining of minds on the criticality of medium-term sustainability. In the course of our discussions, I think we achieved a good consensus. The medium term is critical, and we have to think creatively about policies which can help to get growth going without compromising on market confidence that budgets are going to keep improving year by year and debts are going to keep coming down year by year. And that is not just about front-loading versus back-loading. That is about the type of policies we put into place, the type of tax policies, the type of spending policies, whether they are growth-inducing or whether they give the markets and give populations the impression that it's more of the same. So moving away from short-term stimulus thinking to thinking about how we can recreate the basis for growth a few years from now was, I think, a fairly strong consensus in our discussions.
Now, you've talked about the medium term. In the short term, of course, what's really critical is to restore confidence. And the big news out of these meetings was the decision by the IMF's membership to almost double the IMF's lending power, what IMF Managing Director Christine Lagarde has described as the Washington moment. Can you put this decision into context for us? What does it really mean for the world economy?
The firewall was a recognition that you need a global safety net, not just a European regional safety net, because there can be casualties. If things go wrong, there can be casualties around the world. But the second thing, which is extremely important about the firewall, is that in and of itself, it's not a solution to the crisis. It's a necessary but not sufficient condition for resolving the crisis. But what the firewall does is it lends confidence to what are going to be very painful reforms. It lends confidence to our ability to take painful reforms, knowing that there'll be setbacks from time to time, knowing that there'll be repercussions and spillovers across national boundaries. But the firewall lends confidence that there is a safety net. There's a safety net for you, there's a safety net for others that might be affected by your policies.
This is really a major achievement from the perspective of global cooperation. How difficult was it to achieve consensus on this?
Well, first, I think a large amount of the credit has to go to Christine Lagarde, to be quite frank. Not just for recognizing the need for a global firewall and for painting that need in a persuasive way to the global community, but also for seizing the moment. She did seize the moment.
The Washington moment.
And it galvanized people. Galvanized people not just amongst the advanced countries, but a range of countries which are really emerging countries, not just G20 players, but the rest of the world. So I think Christine deserves a lot of credit for having recognized the importance of building the global firewall and galvanizing everyone towards it. The rest of us were collaborators in this effort.
Now, from your vantage point, do you think the decisions out of these meetings will be enough to stave off another crisis in the global economy?
They will not assure us of our ability to stave off crisis, but they enhance our chances. And I leave the meetings with some confidence that we've enhanced our chances of staving off crisis and also recreating a basis for growth over the medium term.
Mr. Tharman, thank you so much.
Thank you.